All right, I'm gonna do this here. This frame on site perimeter tray. I don't know, perimeter tray, perimeter bulkhead, drop ceiling, a lot of different words for it. So the measurement here is 1 foot 11.5. That's from the outside to the inside. So that's actually 18 inches from the inside of the 2x6 wall to the face of the tray, bulkhead. They don't give a height or depth. I'm gonna do 8 inches. Rip 2x2. Set saw so you don't cut your sawhorses. I'm gonna cut 26. There's all the ripped 2x2. 5-inch blocks. Link the 2x2 stub walls. 2 of them can be run wild, and the other 2 have to be cut to the right length. So the 2x2 that I'm going to be running, 2x2 stub walls, I'll be running this way. I'm going to run wild, so I'll cut them a little longer than they have to be. And then the 2x2 that's going to be running here, I will make that the proper measurement. So all I have to do is just measure the floor, and I can roughly get what I need. Now for bulkhead, again, that runs this way, I need to have the exact measurement. So I measure off this wall, 18 inches. I put a nail in. And I measured off this wall, the inside, and I went 18 inches. And drop my tape. Hook my tape on. I'm going to cut it 131 3/4. The side I ran wild, I cut 12 feet. And you can see I got about 6 inches left to the exterior. Put the stub walls together a minute, the 2x2 stub walls. What's important to remember when you're doing a 2x2 is I ripped my 2x2 and I can't guarantee my accuracy as much as I would like to, because sometimes when you rip it'll wobble a little. But what I can guarantee is the wood is 1.5 inches thick. So I lay out my ripped, this is where the saw cut. If I lay that out, when I put the blocks between, I can guarantee that that is 5 inches. The block is 5 inches, plus 3 for the 2x2. And 2x2 is a loose term because it's actually 1.5 inches by hopefully somewhere close to 1.5 inches. But again, that's why I marked the ripped, because I'm guaranteed that I'm nailing the block to the right side of the 2x2. I hope that makes sense. that 4 times. So first thing, I'm going to come down from the top of the wall to that lead mark, this 8 inches. I'm going to snap a line all the way across. I'm going to do that in the whole perimeter of this room. In this case, it's the master suite. Then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bunch of blocks flush with the bottom cord so that I can nail my 2x2 stub walls to all these blocks. When I run my 2x2 wall this way, I can nail into the bottom cord, so I don't need to run blocks there. But I'll need to do something here as well. So I'll get started on that. I'll also have to snap lines in the ceiling. And I'll also have to put poly all in here. So now I'll mark my perimeter. I'll come in 18 inches in and snap a line. A tip, so that you can snap 2 lines when you're by yourself. Put your 2-inch nail in deep so that it doesn't slip and fall to the away from the ceiling. So if you put your nail up tight, it'll stay close to the ceiling and you can do 2 snaps, pull 2 lines and snap them. On top of that tip, snap your short line first, which would have been this one. Snap it first, and then when you're going around to snap this line, you're pulling more chalk out of your chalk line rather than wheeling it in. All right, I'm going to install the poly. So again, I got to put the poly on the exterior wall where the warm air meets the cold air. All right, all the stub walls are built. I got parts kind of laying all over. We'll start to install this. So those 2 were ran wild. Now I'll do the ones that I measured to the perfect length. Make sure you plumb all 4 corners. All right, so I plumbed all the 4 corners. Now I got to get the bulkhead where it goes to the wall. So I'm just going to put a 2x2 all the way along on my red chalk line. box just to make sure that this is nice and straight. And then the perimeter bulkhead is done. You can see why I didn't run these guys all the way, so I could run this 2x2 through. So this one and that one were ran wild, and this one and that one were cut to length. All right, so now you could run a string line, check it with your eye, whatever you prefer. String line makes it perfect. And that's the bulkhead, perimeter bulkhead.